Now, there's a big message that needs to be uploaded, and one thing that should be noticed is that we cannot continue to push through in any direction. One of the most difficult part of it. I must say that this is one of the biggest presentation that one must consider, and understanding it should be you and yourself working hand in hand to promote the necessary things. Biafra is, of course, one big mission that we had messages coming from the international courts, and of course, we are not giving up. Even though so many of you have already given up, we are not giving up. We are those in the front. We say we cannot give up because it's not a time to give up. Why must I give up? Why? Why should you give up? Why should you give up? Is it necessary to give up? That's the question. But there is a remarkable utterance that one must see and consider when it comes to preaching the gospel and making the necessary pronouncements. There is something that one must consider when he or she is talking, to put through every possible activity and every possible action that should be done. And that is why we have to understand that now that the 14 judges, powerful judges, have now presided over the case, we should be waiting for positive impact. We should be waiting for positive impact because that's the only thing we can wait for. Nnamdi Kanu has refused to be released. They have refused to release Nnamdi Kanu for us so that we can have him in our arms and welcome him home. They have done everything humanly possible to put us away from that proceedings and understanding. But the most important thing is that Biafra has come to stay. Biafra has come to stay. Because no matter what the case may be, Onyelele one those that bought his brothers will eventually see the bemused aspect of it. And that's just it. We'll actually see the bemused aspect of it. And as we continue to push through, as we continue to hold ourselves dearly, we must understand that the time has come. No more delay. No matter what happens, no more delay. Ọkanaezi okwu bụ ndụ. Onye ọbụla isi wee chee a ga na-eme ya ọfụma, a na-egosikwa ebe anyị si wee nọ ya. Let's continue to fight the fight until the very end. Whatever we do, we must do it right. Whatever we say, we must say it well. And that's where this whole journey, this whole thing of hearsay is being mandated to do. One of the greatest gifts that one must have is a possibility of continuing that path of victory. Today is another week, and we pray for God's blessings. Pray for God's favor. We pray for everything that yields good. And whatever the case may be, let's don't wallow. And this is where the whole scenario begins. So, as we push through to see a good nation for our children, because in one Mudi US in Afghani, that they will never, ever ever see Nigeria work. They will never ever see Nigeria work. We can't continue to stay with such kind of people. You get? We cannot stay with such kind of people, no matter what the case may be. Ndị Igbo na-agba mbọ. Biafrans are hustlers. So we must do everything to get our nation. So we are now asking the 14 judges that are sitting on to rule over the referendum should please understand that there is a much navigation already waiting to explode. If the right things are not put in place now, then mistakes will be made. Big mistakes will be made. Because we cannot continue to stay with people who do not have big dreams for themselves. All they care about is their daily bread. So this navigation that wants to explode, we must put it to order and fight for what is right. So that's just what we have to offer. That's just what we have to offer. Until the right thing is done.